This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to the Lady Tigers complex here on this very nice Friday afternoon as the Alamogordo Lady Tigers get ready to face off against Los Cruces here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. The Lady Tigers are looking to keep a well, I guess not unbeaten, but they've only lost one game in district so far this season and trying to keep it right there and trying to stay in first place in District 3-5A as well. Very crucial pair of games coming up tonight. Just as the next three will be at Gadsden, or at home against Gadsden on Tuesday, and then at Gadsden coming up next Friday as well. I'm Charles Winicky. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Lady Tigers at 18-3 and 9-1 in district play going into this matchup against Las Cruces. Lady Tigers won 14-0 on Tuesday and looking to keep up what has been a fantastic district season, fantastic regular season. Ranked number one in the state in pretty much every way that you can look at, max preps as well as the coaches polls. And deservedly so. I mean, I think that there's not a huge gap between Alamo and Centennial and La Cueva, and you probably could throw in Hobbs and a couple other teams in there. But, you know, the Lady Tigers have certainly done what they've needed to do to earn their spot at the top of the state and trying to maintain that. It's a Las Cruces program that has shown some improvement in the last couple of years. They were, in fact, I saw the NMAA post a photo of their state championship winning team, I think from 2017, 2018. Might have been 2019, somewhere. It was before the shutdown in 2020, I know that. And then they kind of went on a bad run, and they've been slowly working their way back up, has Las Cruces softball. So they have been somewhat competitive against Mayfield and Oregon Mountain, against Centennial and Alamo so far. It hasn't been quite there. But, you know, you never know what will happen on a given day, and the Lady Tigers have got to come out and play strong on this Friday afternoon. I mentioned the weather. It's nice. It's, you know, a little breezy, so it's not great, but it's actually almost a little chilly out there with the wind, surprisingly, as we get to the end of April. But, you know, that's this time of the year, though. We kind of do that up and down in temperatures. It'll probably be almost 90 when we do our games next week, I'm sure. But we'll preview this game a little bit more in-depth as we head through our pregame. And the umpires are here and ready to meet with the two head coaches at home plates, and we'll have starting lineups as well as national anthem and all that in our pregame coming up. So let's go ahead and take our first commercial break here on the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. You are listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. We'll be back right after these messages.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Welcome back here to the Lady Tiger Fast Pitch Complex at Grady Fields. We're right across the street from Mountain View Middle School as the Lady Tigers get ready to face off here against the Lady Bulldogs. Alamogordo at 18-3, 9-1 in district play this season. And as we mentioned, got a 14-0 win over Las Cruces in their first game on Tuesday. The Bulldogs come in at 8-13. 3-7 in districts. I believe all three of their district wins this season have come over Gadsden, and looking to they're right there on the edge of making it into the postseason. They really need a win or two here before the end of the season, and it's not a very easy finish with Alamogordo and Centennial to wrap up the season for the Lady Dogs, and not an easy doubleheader coming up today. So we'll see what we get this afternoon. We can get you the Las Cruces starting lineup as Erica Silva, their catcher, will lead things off. Then it's Danae DiMatteo. She's a sophomore. She's been playing second base. We're number 3. Number 26 is Kaya Renteria, and she is their starting third baseman and hitting in the number 3 spot. Zaisha Hawkins is the center fielder, wearing number 13. A couple of names that we noticed on baseball as well. DiMatteo and Hawkins both have players on baseball and softball. Leah Pacheco, the starting shortstop, will hit the number 5 spot. It's Amaya Pinedo, the pitcher, as she wears number 12. Cami Munda is a sophomore, and she is wearing number 1. She'll start in left field. The designated player, I need to try to find a last name here. I think it's Isabel Martinez. So Isabel Martinez is DPing today for Aubrey Valenzuela, who is playing at first base, and then Letty Huerta is wearing number 16, and she is the right fielder. For the Lady Tigers this afternoon, it'll be Amani Kosum at third base and leading off. Maylee Herrera is in center field, hitting second. Sydney Lessentine not pitching this first game. She will start at second base. It'll be Chloe Lunar that will be in the circle. Haley Evans, by the way, Lunar also hitting cleanup. Haley Evans will hit 5th, and she's playing at shortstop, so that means Iceland Ortiz will be catching. She's hitting 8th. Alyssa Bautista is at first base, hitting in the number 6 spot. The number 7 spot is Alexis Rodriguez. And Maddie Ruiz is the starting left fielder, and she will hit 9th for the Lady Tigers this afternoon. Of course, the Lady Tigers are coached by Charlene and Ronnie Reyes, and Javier Rosales, the head coach for the Las Cruces Lady Bulldogs, assisted by Bobby Covarrubia, Javi Lopez, and Luis Hidalgo. And Coach Lunar and Coach Carol are assisting on the Alamogordo staff this afternoon. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll come back, and first pitch coming up next. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Welcome back to Grady Fields and the Lady Tiger Fast Pitch Complex, and we're ready to get this one underway. We've already ran through our starting lineups. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk. And Chloe Lunar is pitching, and the battery a little bit different when Chloe is there. She's in the circle, and her first pitch will miss high. Iceland Ortiz catches when Chloe is in the circle. And the count 1-0. Of course, she pitches lefty, hits lefty, and into her motion. Here's the pitch, and I don't miss inside, maybe a touch high, 2-0. Yeah, something worth watching today for the Lady Tigers is does Sydney Lessentine pitch at all today? Do they maybe have Chloe pitch this game, or Alexis or Ice pitch game 2? And Chloe just missing a little bit high, and Sydney coming in and passing along some thoughts before the next pitch, and gets it over the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is 3-1. Alamogordo in their white pinstripes today. Lady Tigers says across the front in black. Numbers are black and outlined in gold. And this one softly hit towards short. Evans up with it. Throw to first is in time, and 4-3 on the putout. So one down, and a nice bounce back there from Chloe after falling behind in the count 3-0. She gets the ground out. And it'll be Danae DiMatteo, the second baseman, coming to the plate. That was Erica Silva, by the way, to lead things off for Las Cruces. I'm not sure if I restated that after we'd mentioned the lineups before the break. Bulldogs are in blue jerseys with red numerals and red sleeves, white outlining. And it says Cruces in white across the front, outlined in red. Over the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-1. White pants, by the way, for Las Cruces this afternoon. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. At the knees, 0-2. she comes up and in on a pitch that just getting a piece of it is DiMatteo. She fouls it off back to the screen, and we'll do a 2-2 pitch again. Just one more home game after today's doubleheader. A check swing, pitch misses high. Said the hitter did not go around. And it's 1-2. So if you're listening out there, we encourage you to come on down here and support the Lady Tigers. They should have a home playoff game in the first round. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Lunar, and there's 2 down. But not many more opportunities to watch them here locally. Of course, certainly a lot of expectations to make a run in the state tournament, so heading up to Rio Rancho that second weekend of May is the goal, and hopefully not just Rio Rancho, but get to play at UNM as the first pitch is in the dirt. 1-0 to Kaya Renteria, the third baseman, getting her first swings this afternoon. It's kind of an interesting thing for the Lady Tigers, that maybe trying to rest their pitcher down the stretch here with games against Las Cruces and Gadsden, who are, they're struggling this year, and give her an opportunity maybe to rest a little bit and have a fresher arm than maybe she's had in other seasons heading into the state tournament. This is hit in the air to right field, and it is directly at Alexis Rodriguez. She's got it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. A strikeout in there as well for Chloe Lunar, and a very routine first inning for Alamogordo. As we go to the bottom of the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, no score. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Welcome back. The Alamogordo Lady Tigers go through the first inning and put the Lady Bulldogs down in order. And we'll come up to hit here in the bottom of the first inning with Amani Kosum to lead things off, as she has all season long for the Lady Tigers. And we'll run through the lineup and the defensive setup again for you all, just in case you weren't with us during pregame. As the Lady Tigers have Amani Kosum leading things off, then Maylee Herrera, Sydney Lessentine, Chloe Lunar. It's Haley Evans, Alyssa Bautista, Alexis Rodriguez, Iceland Ortiz, and Maddie Ruiz to round out the lineup for the Lady Tigers. Hitting from the left-hand side, at least to begin the at-bat, is Amani. And in there for a called strike, it's 0-1. It is in the circle for Las Cruces, Amaya Pinedo, number 12, and showing bunt, bringing it back, and the pitch is low and away, and the count is 1-1 to Amani. Behind home plate for Las Cruces is Erica Silva, and a swing and a miss from Kosum, 1-2, and she will switch around to the right-hand side now. The rest of the defensive setup, first base is Aubrey Valenzuela. Second baseman is Danae DiMatteo. Pitch comes up and in on Kosum, and it evens up the count at 2-2. Leah Pacheco at short. Third baseman is Kaya Renteria. Outfield on the left is Cami Munda. Center is Zaisha Hawkins, as that's in the dirt, and it's 3-2. And the right fielder is Letty Huerta. So Cosum's worked the count full after falling behind 1-2. And here's the pitch. And she lifts it in the air into left field for a base hit. And Cosum will lead things off with a single on a nice 3-2 single. And with her speed, got to imagine she will possibly be running quickly here. Or early in the count is what I probably should say there. Of course, she's going to be trying to go as fast as she can. Maylee Herrera comes to the plate. Maylee shows bunt, brings it back, runner goes. Here's the throw. It'll hop into the outfield. Cosum will jump out of her stance and get over to third in time. And Cosum with a stolen base that eventually finds her at third. And I think it was a called strike at home plate, but I'm not sure. Nope, it's a ball. So 1-0. So runner on third, just like that for the Lady Tigers after the leadoff single. And Herrera will swing and miss on a pretty good fastball there from Pinedo. And it's 1-1. Good movement away from the hitter. Sydney Lessentine in the on-deck circle for Alamogordo. 1-1. And that'll miss high. 2-1. Lady Tigers got the bats going quickly on Tuesday as well with a 14-0 win. Here's the pitch. And fouled off, and it's 2-2. So we'll play two here today. Lady Tigers will be back at home on Tuesday for senior nights, which they only have one. It's Sydney Lessentine. But they will have their senior night festivity. Is it Sid night? Okay, is that what they're just calling it, Sid night? Yeah. Yeah. Fouled off and back to the screen by Herrera. Count remains 2-2. They'll play at Gadsden next Friday for a doubleheader, and so the following Friday will be a home playoff game in the first round. Low and away. 3-2. It's now to Herrera. Runner on third with nobody out. Bottom of the first. Herrera watched that miss high, and she'll draw the walk. So it's first and third now for the Lady Tigers, and I would imagine very early in the at-bat we'll see Herrera moving towards second. And we'll see if Cruces just takes the stolen base to not let Cosum score. Well, they actually don't go there. That's kind of surprising. Pitch misses high as Lessentine was showing bunt. The 1-0. And this one hit high in the air, pop up. It will... Oh, what a nice play over there behind the bag at third. Well done by the shortstop, Renteria, I believe. Nope, it is Leah Pacheco. Well done to get to that. That kind of got pushed around in the wind, and I thought for a second she didn't have maybe a clean sight on it, but she was able to get there and get the out. So it got underneath that pitch a bit and popped it up. So there's one down. Pitch is high to the backstop. Cosum's going to hold up at third. Took a pretty good bounce off of the screen to the catcher, Silva. Herrera does move up to second on the wild pitch. And Lunar's ahead in the count 1-0. Batting from the left-hand side, right-handed pitching Pinedo. And that was a very good changeup there from Pinedo. That drops in there for a strike, 1-1. Probably one that Chloe could have done something with, but I think early in the count probably just going to let that one go. Misses high, 2-1. Got Alamogordo baseball and Las Cruces today for a doubleheader. Same time. They should be just underway over at the Field of Dreams complex. Lunar will get a piece of it, but send it foul out of play to the third base side, 2-2. We've got the Bob Sepulveda track and field meet happening over at the Bob Sepulveda track and field complex at Tiger Stadium. That'll be going on until this evening. As here comes the 2-2 in the dirt. And the count runs full now on Lunar, 3-2. Single to walk for the Lady Tigers in this inning, as well as a pop out. And the pitch in the dirt. And so Lunar draws the walk. Loads the bases for Haley Evans. And nowhere to put him here for Las Cruces now. Evans getting her first swings of the day. Now the wind's kind of blowing in from right center field. Will be a difficult day to maybe lift one out of the park, so line drive certainly would be the name of it. But right now, if you're the Lady Tigers, patience, I think, is the word, as Pinedo's having some trouble finding the strike zone. As here comes the 1-0. And a ground ball to short. They'll throw home, and the throw will deflect off the front of the catcher's glove. Instead of getting the force out, 2 runs will score on the throwing error from the shortstop, E6. Evans will end up at second on the play. That was kind of tailor-made double play there for Las Cruces. They probably could have gone, well, because they were playing in, going home was the right call, but the throw was off the mark. And so Kosum and Herrera score on the play. And so Lunar ends up at third, Evans at second. And it'll be Alyssa Bautista. 2-0 now, Lady Tigers on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, bottom of 1. Lefty versus righty here, left-handed hitting Bautista, as she'll watch that pitch miss above the belt. And it's 1-0. That will hit the dirt and go to the backstop, but again, a good carom off of the netting back to Silva, and it's 2-0. Pinedo ready to go. Behind in the count, 2-0 to Bautista. Bautista gets a piece of it, and will go to the backstop. 2-1. Now, Lady Tigers, I mean, they haven't really been able to make good contact on the pitch from Pinedo so far. As here comes the pitch. And fouled off to the screen again. And the count goes to 2-2 now. So single walk, pop out, walk, and then error. And that brought in the 2 runs that have Alamogordo in front. There's the pitch. And goes to that off-speed pitch and in the dirt. 3-2. Alexis Rodriguez waits in the on-deck circle. And that's in the dirt, and that deflects away from the catcher a little bit, but not far enough away. And so it's another walk, and we'll see a visit from the Las Cruces bench to chat things over. And, yeah, I think just patience for the Lady Tigers at this point. There have been, I think, a few opportunities. There's been some in the strike zone, but I think that's what you just got to wait for. And obviously easy to say from up here. Not exactly easy to have that patience and be ready to go. But discussion continues in the circle for Las Cruces. They've got the bases loaded here. Alamogordo does against Las Cruces in the bottom of the first inning. Still just 1 out. And it'll bring up Alexis Rodriguez with a great opportunity. Bautista at first, Evans at second, Lunar at third for Alamogordo. Pinedo. See if she's able to stabilize things a bit after the discussion. Yeah, still low in the dirt there on the first offering, 1-0. Inside. And 2-0 now. And we're going to go with a switch of the softball from the catcher, Silva. And she'll toss it back out to Pinedo. That one misses high and away. And 3-0. So the meeting in the circle didn't have the intended consequences, as right afterwards it's 3 straight pitches outside the strike zone. And that'll miss as well. And a walk will bring a run in, give an RBI there to Alexis Rodriguez. First RBI of the inning for Alamogordo. Chloe Lunar will score on the play. And it'll bring up Iceland Ortiz catching here in this first game. She rips one foul up the first base line. That'll get out of play. And the 0-1. And this one hit in the air to left field. It'll be caught. Lady Tigers will tag up. Now they threw to first for some reason. Lady Tigers will... That was, boy, there's a lot of things there that happened that were very strange. So the left fielder, first of all, give a sac fly RBI to Iceland Ortiz. There's 2 down now after the catch out in left field. Haley Evans scores on the play. But the left fielder throws it to first base instead of trying to throw it home, which I'm a little confused by. I don't know, maybe she was trying to go to second instead. So it allowed the run to score from third pretty easily. And then as the throw was going to first, the Lady Tigers tagged up from second, moved to third, and then also went from first to second. And the throw went to the second baseman, and she could have turned around and tagged the Lady Tiger moving up and didn't. I don't know. 2-0 the count, and now 2-1 on Maddie Ruiz. Hitting from the left-hand side. Lady Tigers with their 9th batter of the inning. That was strange. 4-0 Alamogordo here in the bottom of the first inning. And Ruiz will send it foul and out of play up the third base side, and the count evens up at 2-2. Pinedo into her motion. Here's the pitch. And staying alive in the at-bat is Ruiz as she fouls off another one. Count remains 2-2. So it is Bautista at third. Ruiz will watch that one miss high. 3-2. Rodriguez is at second. And Amani Kosum in the on-deck circle looking for her second at-bat of the inning if Ruiz reaches. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and that hits her in the helmet. She seems to be a... So hit by pitch. Yeah. Thumbs up. She obviously didn't bother at all. She's like, meh. Sort of walked away from it. Actually, she ran away from it, so. All right, so Maddie's okay. She's at first. Alexis at second, Alyssa at third, and Amani Kosum, who actually is the only hit in the inning for the Lady Tigers. Everything else has been walks, hit by pitch, or errors. And first pitch fastball's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Kosum. She eventually came around and scored earlier in the inning, has stolen base as well. 4-0 Alamogordo, but certainly hoping to add on more with the bases loaded here still. Back up the middle, base hit, and that will bring in at least one. They will send the runner in, and nope, she will head back. Now will be caught up in a rundown. Here's the throw home. She's tagged out, and the inning is over. So good throw from center field there. That was, I believe Hawkins out in center. it was. And that was a good defensive play there from Las Cruces. So 1 run scores on the RBI single from Kosum. And then the third out tagged at home as Alexis Rodriguez tried to score. 5 runs for the Lady Tigers, 2 hits, 1 Las Cruces error, and it'll be 2 left on there to finish that inning. 5-0 Alamogordo as we go through to the top of the second inning. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Zaisha Hawkins to lead it off here for Las Cruces. We go to the top of the second inning. Chloe Lunar's first pitch in there for a called strike on the outside half of the plate. And the next pitch will miss low, and the count is 1-1. 4, 5, and 6 in the order due up for Las Cruces. As the ground ball is off the glove of Lunar, and then Evans not able to field it cleanly. I think I'll give an infield single there to Hawkins. The deflection off of the glove of Lunar made that one a little difficult. So Las Cruces trying to answer back. And Leah Pacheco will come to the plate now. And first pitch will miss, I think, a little high and outside. And 1-0. Pacheco, the starting shortstop. And then you've got Amaya Pinedo also due up in the inning. The pitcher is in the on-deck circle. Outside. And the count 2-0. This is hit in the air and foul up the first base side, out of play. Count is 2-1. Swing and a miss as she powers the fastball by her, and the count evens up at 2-2. Lunars look solid here early. And a swing and a miss and struck her out. Strikeout number 2 on the day. And we'll bring up Amaya Pinedo, who will hit from the left-hand side. Pitches right, hits left, and maybe looking to use her speed. And she'll swing and miss the first offering, and the count's 0-1. And depending on how this game goes, you might see Chloe Lunar pitch both halves of the doubleheader. We'll see. And that pitch in the dirt. And it's 1-1. And as you can probably hear through the mic, pretty good wind blowing in straight from center field. And this is a ground ball over to short. Nice play by Evans. She'll go to second. That's not going to be in time. So the fielder's choice leads to 2 runners on here. That was not an easy play for Evans. I'm not sure if after she backhand stabbed her, she would have been able to get it to first in time. So I think she took the play she thought she had a better chance of getting the force out on. But pop up and out of play here for Cami Munda as it bounces off the roof of the crow's nest. Building we're sitting in here, right in the center of the 4 fields here at the Grady Fields Complex. We're looking out towards the southwest on field 1. As that pitch will miss, maybe a little high outside as well, 1-1. No JV game today. And time called as I think they're going to get a courtesy runner for Pinedo. And she comes off, and they will bring on number 7, who is... let me double check that. The handwriting on the lineup card is challenging for me. Well, as I look through their lineup on here, looks like Cotto is the last name there. But as the next pitch comes, it's a hit by pitch on Munda, and the bases are loaded with 1 out now. Brings up Isabel Martinez now, the DP. And whoever they have as number 7 is not listed on their Max Preps roster. Not sure they have a JV team. So first pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Martinez. A 1 misses high and away, 1-1. Lady Tigers playing in on the infield. Ground ball trying to get the force out at home. There's the pitch. And a ground ball, and that'll get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. They will not send the other runner home. She gets to the bag back in time as they threw to third, but an RBI single for Isabel Martinez. And it's 5-1. Hawkins scores on the play for Las Cruces. It'll bring up Letty Huerta. That thing has been particularly hard hit as that pitch misses high and outside, 1-0. But one deflected off the glove of Lunar. The other one was, both of them are actually deep in the hole at short. Swing and a miss, and that was one that Huerta got in front of. She was trying to get the running swing going from that left-hand batter's box and didn't get close on the attempt there. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Now Lunar would love to pick up her 3rd strikeout here with the bases loaded and 1 out. As the 1-2 is on the way. Popped up on a bunt attempt. And the count will remain 1-2. Okay. Yeah, the umpire, there was a time by the umpire, she bunted on 2 strikes and fouled it off, and so that's an out. I was sitting here wondering that for a second, and that's what I saw. So, and so that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. And it'll bring up Erica Silva. As this one is lined up the middle, and a nice, diving play by Evans, but she couldn't hold on to it as she went to the ground, and so the Lady Tigers will allow 2 runs to score, and it's 5-3. E6 on Alamogordo. As Pinedo comes in, or her courtesy runner comes in and scores, and Munda scores. Martinez at second. Silva at first. And their first strike. So 2 outs, runners on first and second. And 0-1. Ground ball to the right side. Lessentine gets to it. She'll toss to first. Inning is over. But the Lady Bulldogs answer back with 3 runs. A couple of singles that were infield singles. And just a difficult play for Evans. She got her glove on it, but as she went to the ground, couldn't hold on to it. And allowed 2 runs to score. And so the Lady Tigers lead shrinks to 2 as we go to the bottom of the second inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. It is the bottom of the second inning. Alamogordo leads 5-3 after lost Cruces. Gets 3 runs in the top of the second inning. And Maylee Herrera comes to the plate, walked and scored in the first inning for Alamogordo. Puts down a bunt, and that's a good one. The catcher, Silva, tosses it on to first, but it's not in time. And that'll be a bunt single for Herrera. And Alamogordo gets the base runner. And Sydney Lessentine, who popped up her first time to the plate, will get her second try this afternoon. Pinedo ready to go. And down in, the first pitch misses, 1-0 to Lessentine. That was a really good effort, by the way, from the catcher, Silva, to get to that bunt by Herrera and make it a close play at first. Here comes the 1-0. Lessentine again will pop this one up on the infield, and that'll go right to the catcher, or rather to the pitcher, Pinedo. And there's one down as Chloe Lunar will come to the plate. Lunar, a walk her first time up. She also scored. And she will rip this one out to center field, but it's right at Hawkins, and she'll make the grab. Good contact there from Lunar. But there's 2 down. So after a very rough first inning, Pinedo's gone through the heart of the order for the Lady Tigers rather well. Certainly that last pitch, if she's able to push that more out to the gap, Lunar. I think Herrera probably scores from first on the play. Bunts, and I think she got a piece of it. And so Evans falls behind the count, 0-1. Haley reached on an error. 2 runs scored on that play. It was a ground ball to short, and then the throw home was off the mark, trying to get the force out. Fouled off and back to the screen. And I guess Herrera left early, and so she's out at first, and the inning's over. Well, not a great second inning here for the Lady Tigers as they essentially go down in order, and it remains a 5-3 game. We go to the top of the third. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Spring spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Almost Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Kai Renteria leads things off here for Las Cruces as we go to the top of the third. She pops one foul and out of play up the first base side. And it's 0-1. 3, 4, and 5 in the order due up for the Lady Bulldogs in the inning. Renteria, Hawkins, and Pacheco. Renteria steps back in the box. She flew out to right field her first time up. And this one right back in the middle goes off the foot of Lunar, but deflects right to Lessentine at second. And Chloe looks to be okay after that. And it worked out as a positive for the Lady Tigers on the deflection. 4-3 on the putout. Give an assist to the pitcher there. Zaisha Hawkins comes to the plate now. She singled and came around and scored in the second inning for the Lady Bulldogs. And away it misses, 1-0. Lunar will check her wrist sheet, go into the motion. Here's the pitch, and she'll get that one on the outside corner for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. 2 hits for the Lady Bulldogs. Really haven't gotten anything out of the infield yet, but they'll pop this one up on the infield. Kosum trying to get under it and does so up the third base line, and there's 2 down. And that'll bring up Leah Pacheco, one of 2 strikeout victims this afternoon. 3 strikeouts for Chloe through the first 2 2/3 innings. Pacheco steps in at the right-hand batter's box. Left-handed pitching Lunar, ready to go. Here it comes. And again, spots the outside corner nicely, 0-1. A nice bounce-back inning here from Chloe after giving up the 3 runs in the last inning, which, a couple errors. And again, goes to the change-up, drop ball, whatever you want to call it there, and hits the dirt, 1-1. A ground ball to first. Easy play for Bautista. Really doesn't have to move. Puts her left foot on the bag, and the inning is over. 3 unassisted. Down in order go the Lady Bulldogs. A couple of ground outs and a pop out. And we go to the bottom of the third. Alamogordo stays in front 5-3. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. And first pitch, a called strike as Haley Evans showed bunt, brought it back, but she's behind in the count, 0-1. 5-3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Alamogordo in front of Las Cruces. Evans, she was at the plate when Herrera left early in the last inning, trying to steal second. And 1-1 the count as the pitch misses high. So we'll tell you again, Evans in her other at-bat reached on an error. And this time she'll reach a single out to left field. That is just the third hit of the day for, the fourth hit for the Lady Tigers today. They've drawn 4 walks and a hit batsman. And Alyssa Bautista, who walked and scored in the first inning, comes to the plate. And Pinedo under emotion. Here's the pitch. Fouled off and back to the screen. And the count is 0-1. And the pitch is high. Count evens up. 1-1 here with the runner on first. Nobody out. Bottom of 3. Lady Tigers trying to regain what was a 5-run advantage, now just up by a pair. As the pitch from Pinedo on the way, goes off speed again. That thing kind of bounces or dances all over the place, I think especially with the wind. And this time it dances low and away, and the count is 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off and out of play. Evens up the count. 2-2. Evans at first. We haven't seen her try to steal in this at-bat. He's got good speed. A little surprised. I think the Lady Tigers maybe just playing it a bit conservatively. It's in the dirt. And the count goes full now, 3-2 on Bautista. I think maybe forcing Pinedo to make some pitches here and get the Lady Tigers out. Seems like patience is the name of the game at the plate for the Lady Tigers today. This one sent back up the middle, and it'll just sneak through for a base hit. Wasn't hit especially hard there by Bautista, but it was in between the second baseman and the shortstop, and then leaked into center field. Back-to-back singles for the Lady Tigers, and it'll be Alexis Rodriguez coming to the plate. She walked and picked up an RBI in the first inning. The Lady Tigers have first and second with nobody out. And she'll watch that one right over for a strike. Like I said, I like that choice by the Lady Tigers on first pitches. Make her throw a couple, even if you fall behind the count 0-2. I think you just based on what we've seen in this game. Swing and a miss though, and so it's 0-2. Iceland Ortiz in the on-deck circle for the Lady Tigers. That's in the dirt. 1-2. And maybe not the dirt. I would say probably at the shoe tops. So it's 1-2. There's the pitch. And this one hit in the air to right field. It is caught. Lady Tigers will tag one up and move Evans up to third on the play. Lady Tigers have hit some pretty hard, and that one was on the, I know we don't have a warning track in softball, or if it is, it's a very small warning track, but it was pretty much up against the fence, and the right fielder, Huerta, had to make the catch out there. And we've got time called as Evans is relacing her right cleat. And so Ortiz, who hit a sacrifice fly, knocked in a run in the first inning. We'll watch the first pitch miss low and maybe inside. 1-0 to the Lady Tiger catcher. And a ground ball to short. They'll go home with it, and she will score as the throw is off the mark. That's a surprising decision there. I think you maybe go to second and first. I mean, they would have had a chance to turn a double play there, and instead she goes home, and she has to apply the tag. But, again, the throw was a little bit off the mark, and the catcher, I don't know if Reyes was necessarily ready for that, or Silva, I'm sorry. So I'm going to give an RBI to Ortiz anyway, because that could have easily been just a ground out fielder's choice. And showing bunt is Ruiz. Brings it back, and the pitch misses outside. First and second for the Lady Tigers and 1 out. Ruiz will watch that one miss inside, maybe a touch high. 2-0 now to Maddie. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Tigers after Ruiz, with Amani Kosum in the on-deck circle. She's already got a couple hits today. Ruiz will watch the 2-0 in there for a strike. 2-1. Now, if you're Las Cruces, you want a chance to beat the Lady Tigers. The big thing, you can't have things that beat yourself, and that's been a little bit of that in this game, just some defensive miscues. And that's right in there for a strike. 2-2 now. And Pinedo ready to go. And hard hit but foul. As that'll be sent up the third base line and out of play. The count stays 2-2. Ruiz hit by a pitch and one ding off her helmet. That's no worse for wear. And then a very high pitch that is above the head of Ruiz. And the count is 3-2. So full now to the Lady Tiger left fielder. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And that'll miss low, and it's a walk. First walk surrendered in the inning, but it loads the bases. And to the top of the order here with Amani Kosum. And you hear Coach Ronnie Reyes saying, let's get a line drive here. Well, he's gotten 2 singles from Amani so far. You have the third baseman playing in, expecting, I guess, maybe a bunt attempt, but as the pitch misses high. Counts 1-0. 6-3 Lady Tigers, bottom of 3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. They're trying to add on here. Kosum watched the fastball in for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Good pitch there from Pinedo, as that was moving in on a right-handed hitting Kosum. Still got some strikes you can take there and trying to find the pitch you want. And she hits one high in the air to right center field. And Bautista had to get back to the bag, and she's going to be out. That was a mistake on the Lady Tigers. For some reason, Alyssa had started to move down the line at third. With it being popped up to right field, she needed to hold the bag at third. And so when she tried to tag up and score, she was just getting back to the bag and could have made a little bit of difference there in order to come in and score. So double play for Las Cruces, and they keep the damage at a minimum. Lady Tigers score 1. They leave 2 on. They have 1 or 2 hits in the inning, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. Alamogordo in front, 6-3 On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, you're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk.
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. As Chloe Lunar's first pitch to begin the top of the fourth inning will miss high, and the count is 1-0 here to Amaya Pinedo hitting from the left-hand side. She reached on a fielder's choice, and it's 2-0. Defensive change for the Lady Tigers as Daviana Gonzalez is in at first base. And a swing and a miss from Pinedo. It's 2-1. Davi replacing Alyssa Bautista at first. Pinedo heading the count, 2-1. Lenars looks solid in this game. Hasn't been lights out, but has pitched well as this is fouled off back to the screen. And the count is 2-2. And sometimes you just have to remind yourself that she's just an eighth grader and how well she's played, certainly hitting softball this season. Always important for her to get some opportunities pitching here at the varsity level. And just misses on that. 3-2, I think outside. And a swing and a miss and got the strikeout. Fourth strikeout of the day for Chloe Lunar. And the Lady Tigers get the first out here in the top of the fourth inning. Brings up Cami Munda, who was hit by a pitch and would eventually come around and score in the last inning. And low and away on the first offering, counts 1-0. Softball just kind of leaked away there from the catcher, Iceland Ortiz. This one hit in the air to right field. Rodriguez on a running catch. Makes the grab in medium right field. She was hugging the first base line and had to make a pretty good run to get there, but makes the play. And there's two down. Brings up Isabel Martinez, who singled and picked up an RBI in the first inning. Watches the first pitch miss, and it's 1-0. And this hit in the air and shallow left field and foul as it continued to slice up the third base line. Maddie Ruiz trying to get to it as quick as she could. Off the bat, it looked like that might have been trouble to sneak in there behind the third baseman, but it'll be 1-1. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball to Kosum at third. Fields it cleanly. Toss on to first. Gonzalez makes the grab. And the inning is over. 5-3 on the putout. And the Lady Tigers put the Lady Bulldogs down in order for the second straight inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Alamogordo still in front 6-3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. First pitch in for a strike. Maylee Herrera looked like she was going to try to lay down a bunt. Kind of, I'll say, gave up on it early, but decided to pull back and is right in there for a strike. Herrera hitting from the left-hand side, and she swings and misses and has herself behind the count 0-2. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Middle of the order hasn't, I don't know, Maylee actually singled. She's singled and walked. She's had a good game so far. Couldn't get the call. That looked like it hit the outside corner, but just misses 1 and 2. We all, of course, kind of sit up and to the right of home plate, so we're not directly behind it. And fouled off and out of play by Herrera. 1 and 2 still. Dirt. Count evens up at 2 and 2. And we'll play one more after this. Lady Tigers trying to get to 11-1 in district with 2 wins today. Fouled off again by Herrera, and she works herself into a little bit of a battle here. 2 and 2. With leadoff hitter at the plate here for the Lady Tigers in the bottom of the fourth. Lady Tigers jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Lady Bulldogs have scored 3 in the top of the second. Alamo added 1 in the last inning. This is going to be fouled off a little bit closer to being in play up the third baseline. So Maylee's now fouled off 4 in the at-bat. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat on a 2-2 count. There's the pitch. And misses high. And the count now 3 and 2. Herrera, Lassentine, Lunar all due up in this inning for Alamogordo. Pinedo winds and deals. Ground ball at the first base side. And that will stay fair. And fielding it and tagging her outs will be the first baseman, Valenzuela. And there's 1 down. Well, pretty good battle there for Maylee, but just couldn't get on base. It'll bring up Sydney Lassentine. Couple of pop outs for her, and that one will get her on with a hit by pitch as it deflected off the dirt and then off her leg, and she'll go at first. Second hit by pitch today. And it'll bring up Chloe Lunar. Third time around for the Lady Tigers facing Pinedo. Lunar lined one to center field, but was directly at the center fielder Hawkins. She fouls off the first offering, and the count's 0-1. Outside it misses. And the count evens up at 1-1. Chloe walked and scored in the first inning, and mentioned that line out in the second inning. No, that was actually in the third. And that one comes in and hits her in the back. And so that's the second hit by, or third hit by pitch, second in the inning. And Chloe appears to be okay at first base. And the infield talking things over after that. I think maybe just to give Chloe a little bit of a chance to shake that off. Evans to the plate, single, and a couple of runs scored. She reached on an error back in the first inning. And so Evans steps in with runners on first and second for Alamogordo. Shows bunt, brings it back, went off the catcher's mitt. She did not make contact, so that's a pass ball. And it'll be second and third and a 1-0 count to Evans. Lessentine at third, Lunar at second now. As that'll hit the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. And a ground ball to short, and that is off the arm of the shortstop and into the outfield. They will hold Lunar at third. And so an E6 will bring a run in. Second time Evans has reached on an E6. Lunar over to third. And Daviana Gonzalez will get her first at-bat of the day. The Lady Tigers lead is out to 7-3 now. Well, run scored with still yet a hit in the inning for the Lady Tigers. 2 hit batsmen and an error. First and third for Alamogordo. Davi shows bunt, brings it back. And Evans will move up to second, and then a throw from the catcher, Silva. It just slipped out of her hand, I guess, because she tried to throw it to the third baseman, and it went pretty much straight into the ground and then out into left field. And so bring another run in, this time on an E2. And moving up to third on the play is Evans. You can give her a stolen base. And this is fouled off and out of play by Gonzalez, as the count evens up at 1-1. So again, 2 runs home in the inning without a hit for Alamogordo. 1-1 to Gonzalez, and she lines this to left center field. It's down, base hit, and 1 run will score. Gonzalez will turn the corner and go to second after a bit of a misplay out and left. And Davi with an RBI double for Alamogordo, and Alamogordo a 9-3 lead now. It'll bring up Alexis Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a walk and an RBI back in the first, and she had a hard hit ball, a line out to right field in her last at-bat in the third inning. And that'll be right at the belt for a called strike. And the count is 0-1 here to Rodriguez. Gonzalez at second. And Pinedo standing behind the pitching rubber. Now she toes it. And she'll miss high on the 0-1 offering. Count evens at 1. Lady Tigers adding on to their lead in the inning, and a foul off up the first base side. 1-2. Got back all the runs they gave up in the second inning, and add one to that. And the 1-2 pitch. That'll miss high. And the count evens up at 2-2. And Rodriguez waits on one and shoots it out to right center field. Nice throw from the center fielder Hawkins. She's had a few of those in this game, as Gonzalez had to wait on that to see if it was going to fall, and advanced over to third on the play. And so a single for Rodriguez. And they'll bring up Iceland Ortiz, who has got a couple of RBIs in the game, one on what would have been a ground out to short, and then the other one on a sac fly, and she can get another sac fly RBI with a deep fly ball here again. And she'll watch the first pitch miss high, and it's 1-0 to Ortiz. And again misses high. And the count's 2-0 now to the Lady Tiger catcher. The pitch. She'll watch that one and catch the outside corner for a called strike, 2-1. Now, Lady Tigers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, and here's a ground ball to the right side. They'll try to turn two. Now they'll say that the shortstop was not on the bag, and so the run will score on the fielder's choice RBI. They would have been only able to get one on the play, but I guess she never had her foot on the bag, as the throw was a little bit off the mark. And it's 10-3 Alamogordo. Davi scores on the play. First pitch in there for a strike. Draw to Maddie Ruiz, 0-1. And just getting a piece of it is Ruiz, and the count is 0-2. Eighth hitter of the inning for Alamogordo. Yeah, I think there's one where another play for Las Cruces where you take the sure out at first if you don't think you can get the runner at second. But that was weird. I thought Rodriguez might have come off the bag when the shortstop was still there and didn't get the call. Pitch misses outside on the 0-2. 1-2 now to Ruiz. There's the pitch. That's right in there for a called strike 3. And there's 2 down. And then the throw back to the pitcher got away, and that allowed Rodriguez to advance to third. As I looked down to mark my score sheet, I saw the ball trickling out to right center field, and Rodriguez advanced, and so you would have to think that Ortiz is probably going to be running here early to try to advance the runner up to second. And it doesn't go here. Pitch misses high. 1-0 to Kosum. Down and away. Or down and in, I should say. 2-0. If the Lady Tigers can put on 3 more runs here in the inning, they can close out the game in the top of the 5th. Here's one in the air to left field. Should be playable, and it is, and the inning is over. So a pop out to left for Kosum, as the Lady Tigers do send all 9 up to the plate, and they score 4 runs. They leave 2 on, and 2 or 3 errors in the inning for Las Cruces. We'll go to the top of the 5th. It's Alamogordo 10, Las Cruces 3. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We are in the top of the fifth inning. Chloe Lunar continues in the circle, and her first pitch will miss high to Letty Huerta, who struck out her first time up. She gets ahead in the count 1-0. 10-3, Alamogordo, top of 5 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And she went around on a pitch that was very high and outside. Counts 1-1. Trying to get that running swing going. And she hits one on a line to second, and Lessentine had it go off her glove, and that'll be an E4 on the Lady Tigers. And Huerta gets on. That's been a particularly sharp game, I feel like, on either side defensively, either for Alamogordo or Las Cruces. As into the motion, here comes the pitch, and it's high to Erica Silva. Her third at-bat, reached on an error in the second and grounded out in the first. The 1-0. Ground ball to second. Lessentino has it go between her legs into the outfield. Runner was going to advance to, now she will advance to third. Well, I think they're going to call runner interference on it, as I think he's saying that maybe her foot touched the ball as it was coming to Lessentine. As far as I can gather, I don't think it can just be the distraction of her running in front of the play. And now there's a discussion going on with the third base coach for Las Cruces and the home plate umpire. But they are calling an interference that would have the first out of the inning. A judgment call made by the home plate umpire, and the Las Cruces coach did not walk away from that agreeing. I could hear him saying horrible. So, interference called. Runner is safe at first, and there's 0-1 here to Danae DiMatteo. Here's one lined up the first base line. That is fair. Boy, in that play, toss to first. Ooh, they almost got from the outfield. That was a great throw from Alexis Rodriguez. They very nearly got DiMatteo at first on the play, but she beat it by about a step. And the anger rising up over from the Las Cruces coach, because he knows a run would have scored on the play. And home plate umpire said not another word, so that's in there for a called strike to Kaya Renteria. So it's first and second for Las Cruces. As Lunar into her motion, here's the pitch. This one high in the air, and looks like it'll get out of play. Rodriguez gave chase, but it'll go into the netting above the batting cages on the first base side, and the count is 0-2 to Renteria. Renteria's 0 for 2, fly out to right, and a ground out. And time going to be called by Coach Ronnie Reyes now, as he's going to go and chat with his infield. So Renteria will chalk with the Las Cruces third base coach, and pretty quick discussion in the circle, and maybe just talking defensive setup a little bit, maybe just trying to slow down the rhythm here for Las Cruces. A lot of different things in play there. 0-2 the count to the Las Cruces third baseman, with runners on first and second and one out. And, I mean, the play that happened earlier, I mean, I don't know if that's going to have an impact on who wins or loses this game, but it very well could be a 6-run game instead of a 7-run game right now. As Lunar winds and deals. And holding up on the pitch is Renteria, as it misses high, 1-2. But understand the frustration. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a judgment call by the umpire, and I got to say, from up here, it wasn't anything that I could see as being clear. He obviously, being right down the field, saw something as the pitch misses high and outside. Quick throw right back to Lunar. I think maybe trying to catch one of the runners unawares. And so 2-2. Now Lunar's will use the advantage here on the count, trying to get Renteria to chase one. So far, she hasn't, and she fouls this off on the 2-2. And we'll do it again. Top of 5, Alamogordo leads 10-3. 5 in the first, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth for Alamogordo. 3 runs in the second inning. The scores for Las Cruces. Lunar ready to come. Here's the pitch. This one hit in the air to right field. And Rodriguez will have it go over a glove out into the wall. She'll grab it, toss it in, and the 1 run will score, so it's an RBI double. And the third base coach is still mad over there, because I'm trying to think, with that 1 run that scored, yeah, I was going to say, it's just 1 less run that they have, but he's obviously still upset about it. And he's got to be careful, because I guarantee if the home plate umpire continues to hear it, this is a hop up on the infield. And getting underneath it is Evans. She's got it, and there's 2 down. But give the RBI double there to Kaya Renteria. And Silva scored on the play. Zaisha Hawkins pops out. And Leah Pacheco will come up. She has grounded out, or has been out twice, and she'll line out one here to right field. And the inning is over. So Lady Tigers surrender 1 run. They are in front 10-4 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we have got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Pitching change for Las Cruces here to begin the fifth inning. As coming out of the circle will be Amaya Pinedo, and in will be the shortstop, Leah Pacheco. And we'll try to lock down all of the defensive changes as well. I think Pinedo is going to third base, it looks like. And they're moving the third baseman, Renteria, to short. And I believe that's the only changes coming into the new inning, and it will be Maylee Herrera to lead things off as she did in the last inning. Lady Tigers sent 9 up to the plate, and so she'll lead things off, and she'll watch the first one miss as the first pitch from Pacheco. This is the 5th time through the order for the Lady Tigers. In the dirt, into the backstop, and 2-0. A little surprised that they brought out Pinedo. I mean, I know she didn't have a great last inning, but a lot of it wasn't on her. It was defensive miscues, so I'm kind of surprised. That's right in there for a strike, 2-1. Two, 3, and 4 in the order for the Lady Tigers, due up in the inning. And Herrera will ground one to second. Should be an easy play. It is an underhand toss from Danae DiMatteo, and there's one down, 4-3 on the putout. Sydney Lessentine will come to the plate now. Sid has popped out twice, was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat, and eventually came around and scored. Pacheco, right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitting Lessentine. And it's a good off-speed pitch there from Pacheco. She gets it in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. That one will just miss inside. Lessentine able to hold up on a swing as the count evens up at 1-1. Sid looking for her first hit of the day. And she'll watch that one miss just a little bit low there. 2-1. Well, Cruces will feel like it should be a 10-5 game, but it's a 10-4 game. And the Lady Tigers can score 4 runs here in this inning. They can close it out, but that's in there for a strike. Again, going with that off-speed, 2-2. A lot of change in velocity from the pitcher Pacheco. And Lessentine hits one high in the air but foul up the third base side. And the count will remain 2-2. Now it's going to be a lot about timing here against Pacheco as she has been mixing up those velocities and being able to read what kind of pitch it is. And Lessentine will lift this one foul up the third base side. This will stay in the field of play, though. And it'll stay 2-2. Chloe Lunar waiting in the on-deck circle for Alamogordo. Lady Tigers led from the get-go in this one. And Lessentine will foul this one off, and it'll, again, go up the third base side. So she's getting in front of a lot of these, and it's, again, because of the speed. And that was one where she really kind of had to slow up her swing while it was in motion to try to make sure she made contact with it. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And she grounds one foul as continues to protect the plate. Pitch that probably would have missed low and away, but I think anything that's close, you're at least trying to get the bat on it. And another 2-2. And this one right back to the pitcher. Deflects off her glove, and she's able to recover and toss it to first in time. 1-3 on the putout. Now Pacheco coming in and looking solid here early. And she gets the 2 and 3 hitters in the order for the Lady Tigers, and Chloe Lunar comes to the plate. Scored a couple of runs. She's gotten on with a walk and a hit by a pitch. And again, the drop ball there from Pacheco. This time misses a little bit high. 1-0. Now, definitely an adjustment for the Lady Tigers to try to get the rhythm down. Lunar hits it hard out to right field. It is over the wall for a solo home run. Chloe Lunar sends it yard, and she's got her first hit of the day. She's got her first RBI, and Alamogordo adds on a run. They lead 11-4. And she's met by her teammates coming into the dugout. And it'll be Haley Evans to the plate for Alamogordo. Evans has scored all 3 times she has come to the plate. Reached on 2 errors and a single. $11-4 Alamogordo in front. Push that lead back out to 7 after Las Cruces added 1 in the top of the 5th. And that'll be at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Base is empty with 2 down. And the pitch to Evans. Fouls this one off, back in our direction. And the count is 0-2. Big practice swing outside the box for Evans. She steps back in. Behind the count, 0-2. Guarantee we're probably going to see that drop ball here from Pacheco. Yeah, she actually runs with a fastball there. Misses high, 1-2. Guess that's a pitch you could probably have a little bit more of an idea of where it's going to be at. On an 0-2 pitch, you want to get the hitter chasing maybe. Outside it misses, and the count evens up at 2-2 now. It looks like there's some action in the Alamogordo bullpen. A swing and a miss. It looks like Iceland Ortiz is maybe warming up for Alamogordo at the moment. I don't know if that means a pitching change coming up, but a strikeout ends the inning, and the Lady Tigers have their lead back out to 7 through 5 complete on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Home run from Chloe Linar adds on to the lead, and you're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, top of 6. And Chloe Lunar does continue pitching for Alamogordo. And the first pitch is high and outside to Amaya Pinedo. She has reached on a fielder's choice and struck out in her 2 at-bats. And that's in the dirt. 2-0. It is the 3rd time through the order still here for Las Cruces. They've got 6, 7, and 8 due up in this inning. And again, misses high. And the count is full now, or count is full. The count is 3-0 now. That's low and inside. That's the first walk surrendered by Chloe in this game. She's given up a hit by pitch. But a lot of bases on balls, and we'll see Cami Munda come to the plate now. Munda is 0 for 1, reached on a hit by pitch and scored. And she'll lift this one in the air to right field. Rodriguez after it, and that is a fair ball. It is a fair ball. And so the toss in to Lessentine. She'll go to third on the play, and that's a double, as Rodriguez wasn't able to get over there to it. It's second and third. Couldn't really see up because of where the Alamogordo dugout is. You can't, once it gets behind the infield dirt, you can't really see up the line at first base, and that was dropped right in there. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Martinez. She has singled and scored and grounded out. Cruces has continued to fight in this game, and that's in there for a strike. 0-2. So nice bounce back here from Lunar to get ahead in the count 0-2 right away after giving up the double. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck her out. They toss over to third to try to get the pickoff, but Pinedo is able to slide back in time. And a great strikeout there from Lunar. That is 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3. I think it's 5, actually. 4, 5, yeah. Swing and a miss here from Huerta, and it's 0-1. And that's in there for a called strike. Count goes to 0-2. Well done by Lunar. And a ground ball and a base hit. Well, obviously jinxed her there. Rodriguez up with it, and she will hold on to it. Oh, and then the throw to the catcher away. And it's going to allow the runner to move up to second on the play, or she rather threw it to Lunar at the pitcher's circle. But give an RBI single there to Letty Huerta on an 0-2 pitch. Was able to ground it down into right field, and it's 11-5 now. Ground ball, and Kosum comes up with it cleanly. She'll toss on to first and take the out. The run does score on the play. So give an RBI to Silva on the 5-3, and that's, for the Lady Tigers, that's fine. So Pinedo has scored, and Munda has scored in the inning. And Huerta's all the way around to third now. As Danae DiMatteo will come to the plate. And this is hit in the air to shallow right field. Rodriguez not able to get to it, but it is a foul ball. And it'll be 0-1 to DiMatteo, who has singled, grounded out, and struck out in her 3 tries today. 11-6 the score now. A walk from Pinedo, a double by Munda, then a single by Huerta after a strikeout, and then the ground out brings in another run. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Lenar took a little bit off on that pitch. And a ground ball that will be a foul ball. And the runner will move back to third. And here comes another 0-2. And misses high and away. 1-2 now here to DiMatteo. Here's the line of the pitch. That will miss just a little bit outside and also deflected off the glove of Ortiz. Not that far away, but got the Alamo defense ready to react if they needed to. Here's the 2-2. And a ground ball and playable for Evans at short. Toss on to first is in time, and the inning is over. 6-3 on the putout. 2-run score on 2 hits for Las Cruces. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Alamogordo trying to add on some insurance, or if they go out there and score 5 runs, they can win the game. But we'll see what happens. They've already done that once tonight. But Jamie just looking for a couple of runs extra here to help out Chloe Lennar going to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Davi Gonzalez will lead things off here for Alamogordo. She doubled in a run in her only at-bat today, and she watched the first pitch in there for a called strike. Leah Pacheco in her second inning of work for Las Cruces. As here's the 0-1. And this is hit hard and off the glove of the second baseman into the outfield. And for the second time today, a hard hit ball by Davi Gonzalez. Give her a single on that. That was not a routine play for the second baseman to make. She was able to reach her glove up and get a little bit of contact on it. But Alexis Rodriguez to the plate. She has walked and singled and lined out. She also has an RBI today. And in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. And this is hit in the air to center field. Hawkins having a charge on it, and she's unable to... Oh, no, she did make the grab. She kind of juggled it and kept it in her glove. I think when she went to go and transfer it, it kind of popped up, and she was able to secure it again. She really had to make a long run to get to that. One down, and Iceland Ortiz, who has a couple RBIs today. She doesn't have hits, but she's reached on fielder's choices twice and a sac fly today as well. Shows bunt, brings it back. Pitch will miss high. And 1-0 to Ice. Ortiz again shows bunt, and she'll watch that miss outside. 2-0. Yeah, we'll be interested to see what the pitching choices are for both teams in Game 2. Is there a third pitcher in this Las Cruces crew, or are we going to see Pacheco, Pinedo? As that will miss high, and it's 3-0. And for Alamogordo, do they throw Alexis Rodriguez or Ice Ortiz, or do we see Sydney Lessentine in Game 2? Obviously got to close this one out, but curious to see what the decision is for Alamogordo and for Las Cruces for that matter. 3-0. That misses high, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So she's on for the 4th time in this game. And Maddie Ruiz will make her way to the plate. She's reached twice on hit by pitch and a walk. Struck out in her other at-bat. 0 for 1 today. And that's in there for a called strike. Counts 0-1. Haven't seen as much of the off-speed stuff here from Pacheco in the inning. Shows a bunt and puts it down. That's a good one. Nobody's going to be able to make a play on it. That was fantastic from Ruiz. And the third baseman and the catcher kind of ran into each other. I'm not sure they would have had to throw to first anyway with Maddie's speed. And it loads the bases for Amani Kosum, who's 2 for 4 today. A couple of singles, an RBI, a stolen base, a run scored. As the Lady Tigers try to earn some insurance, or they have a really big inning and in this game here in the bottom of the 6th. Kosum will watch that miss outside. 1-0. That's good to see from Maddie as well. She's a lot of the time this season has been the flex player, and so she's gotten a chance to hit in this game, and she's been on base 3 times. The 1-0. Outside again. And the count 2-0 here to Kosum. As Pacheco looks sharp in the 5th inning. But, well, with the exception of the home run, obviously, but otherwise, good. 2-0 is going to miss high. And she has missed on, well, she did get a strike in the last at-bat. I'll take that back. But after the 4-pitch walk to Ortiz, she finds herself behind the count 3-0. Nowhere to put him now. Yep. Got to think that Amani's taking all the way, and it's low, and it's a walk, and she'll pick up another RBI there. And Alamogordo pushes the lead back out to 6 now. Davi Gonzalez scores on the play. And right in the heart of the order for Alamogordo's Maylee Herrera comes to the plate. Single and a walk, run scored today. And she'll watch the first pitch in for a strike. 0-1. I also think that makes the decision to 7th inning for Alamogordo to leave Chloe in the game. And this one lined back up the middle. That'll be a base hit. 1 run will score. They will hold Ruiz at 3rd. And an RBI single for Maylee Herrera. And it brings up Sydney Lessentine with the bases loaded and 1 out. Been kind of a frustrating day at the plate for Sydney. I mean, and in the field, too. She has had a couple of miscues out there, so I'm sure she could unload some irritation here in this at-bat. She get in the game with 1 swing. So watch the first pitch miss high, 1-0. It's her 5th at-bat of the day. Reached on a hit by pitch and scored. Couple of pop-outs and a ground out for her. Here's the 1-0. Hits it high in the air to left field. It is over the wall, a grand slam, and this game is over. Sydney Lessentine will allow 4 runs to score there, and that'll make it a 10-run game. 17-6, I believe, the final. It is, and the Lady Tigers win the first game. And Sydney Lessentine, she's been trying to hit that in the first 2 at-bats. You could tell she was trying to hit that, and finally gets it over the fence. Grand slam home run for Sydney Lessentine, wins game 1 of the doubleheader. 17-6, Alamogordo. We will take a break and come back with the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show and wrap up this first game, and we'll bring you to the second game here in about 15-20 minutes. So stay with us.
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Alamogordo wins game one of the doubleheader 17-6. Sidney Lessentine hits a grand slam in the bottom of the sixth inning to make it a 10-run mercy roll. Ends up being an 11-run mercy roll game. And Lady Tigers didn't have a ton of hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, when you score 17 runs, I mean, I don't know, I guess I think a little bit more than that, but everybody pretty much got into the action. I think only one player didn't have a hit that got to swing today. Monty Kosen was 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs, 2 runs scored, a walk, and a stolen base. Maylee Herrera was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a walk. Sidney Lessentine 1 for 4, 2 runs scored. The grand slam home run gave her 4 RBIs. She also was hit by a pitch today. Chloe Lennar 1 for 2 with a home run, 3 runs scored, an RBI, hit by pitch, walk. Haley Evans, 3 runs scored, 1 for 4 on the day, a stolen base. Alyssa Bautista was 1 for 1 with a run scored, 2 for 2 with an RBI, a double, and 2 runs scored for Davi Gonzalez. Alexis Rodriguez was 1 for 3 with an RBI, 0 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a run and a walk was Iselin Ortiz, and Maddie Ruiz 1 for 2 with a run scored and reached on a hit by pitch and a walk as well. And Chloe Lennar pitched 6 innings for the Lady Tigers, gave up 6 runs. She struck out 5 and surrendered 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5 hits in the game. I mean, overall, I feel like it was a pretty solid performance from her. Lady Tigers, you know, neither team was especially sharp in this game, I felt like. And like I said, I'm very curious to see game 2 if Alamogordo decides to pitch Iselin Ortiz or Alexis Rodriguez, or if they go with Sidney Lessentine in the second game of the doubleheader. We'll have to find out here in about 15, 20 minutes. So, Lady Tigers winner 17-6 in game 1. That does it for the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. We'll be back here in about 10, 15 minutes. For those of you listening on the YouTube channel, there'll be a new link. You can find it either just by going to the YouTube channel or check out our Facebook page. But if you're listening to us on 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, alamosportsandtalk.com, or the Exciter Media app or your Alexa device, just stay with us, and we'll be back on the air here in about probably 15 minutes for game 2 of the doubleheader. So we hope that you will stay along with us. Again, your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Alamogordo Lady Tigers take game 1 of the doubleheader 17-6. And we will return to Grady Fields coming up in 15 minutes. We hope you'll stay with us.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly clear and windy. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 49. Cloudcroft, an overnight low of 34. For tomorrow, sunny and windy with areas of blowing dust. Alamogordo tomorrow.